Tonight, the Call 6 investigators uncover a new weapon in tracking down deadbeat parents.
And that weapon is getting results in a multi-billion-dollar problem. Call 6 investigator Kara Kinney got exclusive access to those on the front lines, including a family. Kara.
That's right, Todd. Indiana parents owe more than $2.3 billion in child support. That's billion with a B. We as taxpayers are paying for this problem because many parents who aren't getting that child support have to go on government programs just to make ends meet. Tonight, we're taking you inside the child support problem to show you what it's doing to families and a new way prosecutors are tracking down deadbeats.
And just make sure you're careful, okay? I love you, baby.
Hendrickson has been a single mom to her daughter Chantel for nearly all of her 19 years. A joy, but it hasn't been easy.
It's sad.
A lack of child support meant many nights where LaVonda didn't eat so her daughter could.
It's really hard. It really is. But after so long, you know, of course you have to deal with it.
LaVonda at times relied on food stamps to make ends meet.
When you lay down with somebody and a baby is created, that means there's two people that are responsible for this, not just the one.
LaVonda's ex-fiance, Sean Everett, currently owes $45,000 in child support. He was a fugitive for 8 years. That is, until this man came into the picture. Meet Troy Dehart. He's Johnson County's new child support investigator, a weapon in tracking down fugitives. Dehart found and arrested Sean Everett.
Yeah, it's always a good feeling to get the ones that have thought they've gotten by with it. That may be him up there in the van. I got a $500 cash only bond.
The Johnson County prosecutor is one of the few in the state that has a law enforcement officer with arresting powers on its staff dedicated to finding deadbeat parents.
Kids are getting the short end of the stick.
We spent some time with Dehart, hot on the trail of child support fugitives. First stop, finding Matthew Andreas, wanted for failure to appear in court on child support issues. Several minutes go by, and then Andreas comes to the door.
Had the clothes put on.
Andreas is arrested and admits to our camera he owes child support.
I have a child and I'm behind. Been unemployed.
Are you going to pay your child support?
I've been paid.
Not enough. The day of this arrest, Andreas owed $45,000 in child support for one child.
They're stealing from their kids, and they're stealing from their future. And with that, it also throws a burden on us as the taxpayers.
Dehart spends hours searching the internet and digging through records, looking for clues on deadbeat parents' whereabouts. Some take months to track down, like Paul Jajuga. Why did you not show up for court?
I don't know.
Do you owe child support?
I owe a little bit, $250.
No, more like $8,000 owed as of this August arrest. Dehart joined Johnson County in April 2013, helping capture more than 100 people. His salary is $46,000, much of it reimbursed through federal funds. Johnson County has collected more than $156,000 in child support from these 100 parents, 93 men, 7 women, since they were arrested. Why aren't other counties doing this?
I don't know why we weren't doing it to start with, but I think it's just kind of uncharted territory.
One misconception officials want to clear up, that putting deadbeats in jail keeps them from paying.
That's the corner that you've painted yourself into.
Johnson County Judge Marla Clark issues warrants and says putting someone behind bars is sometimes the only way to get that person to pay up.
I'm collecting child support on kids that are older than me. That's how long some of these cases drag on.
Troy Dehart is still looking for dozens of child support fugitives, hoping to get them to own up to their responsibility.
What he did was wrong.
Despite struggling, Chantel Hendrickson is now in college at Vincennes University, studying criminal justice of all things. Her father is now serving time in state prison for failing to pay child support.
He finally has to face the music.
But the pain still lingers for Chantel.
And it made me feel like, why am I not good enough to have the support of my father?
To our surprise, LaVonda's ex-fiance Sean Everett agreed to speak with us from state prison. Tonight at 11, we sit down with him to find out what went wrong. Does he consider himself a deadbeat? And will he pay the rest of his child support?
That should be interesting, Kara. What about the men we saw arrested in your story? Did they end up paying?
They paid a few $100s each. They're now all out of jail and are scheduled for court hearings in the next month or so. As for investigator Troy Dehart, he says he could not make all of those arrests without the support of local law enforcement and Indiana State Police. They often go with Dehart to make sure that there's an additional safety measure there.
All right, this sort of thing really touches a lot of lives. Kara, nice job. Thanks.
And we have more details tonight. You can take a look at Indiana's most wanted child support evaders in Indiana. You can find that link on our homepage. That is where you can find the 23 people currently on that list with support payments racking up nearly $1 million.
The United States Postal